Hey guys, the other day I created a video where I mentioned how our beliefs create our reality, and basically we attract to us what we believe we are worth, which took me on a journey of really going within and trying to find out, well, what energies affect our levels of worth and what can we do to raise our own vibration and our levels of self-worth. And what came up, to my surprise, was shame. And this could be shame in our actions, our thoughts, our choices, something we've done in the past that we maybe regret. So there's this underlying shame that we keep hidden within ourselves. Maybe it's shame of our thought patterns, desires, right? But it stays hidden in the shadows, and it stops us from truly moving forward, stepping into our power, stepping into our full light. This shame makes us believe that we are not worthy enough to fully embrace our magnificent light. And when that came up, it was like a light bulb moment, because I started to think back on my life and different things that perhaps I could have made different choices in. If I could turn back time, how would I do it? Redo that situation, or different things I wouldn't have done. Like this goes back right to primary school. Maybe we weren't so nice to a particular friend, or we treated someone poorly. The list goes on of the different things, in our lives that we don't realize that we are actually still carrying shame towards. That's hidden in the shadows, that's hidden within ourselves. And this energy, without us being fully conscious, is what's keeping us held back. Shame. So when this was brought to my attention by Spirit, I decided to go in and I decided to do some inner work on that aspect of me that perhaps feels shame in different areas of my life. And I'm far from perfect. I've done many things that if I could turn back time, I would definitely do differently. And anyway, so I went to that aspect of me and I said, I'd like to see that aspect of me, and that energy was brought forward. And she was in the shadows. And I spoke to her and I told her that I loved her and that I accepted her. And, I gave her a big hug, and I was just talking to her and encouraging her that her true self is light. And it was time to step out of the shadows of shame, of whatever it was that, that was keeping her locked or bound in some way. And one particular memory stood out for me. And this memory was back in primary school. And this is probably one of the biggest things that I have carried in my life. This is when I lived in Fiji. And look, all I can say is I'm grateful that I came to Australia when I did, because I honestly don't know how it would have turned out. I think I was a spoiled little brat. But, in primary school, there was a new kid, a new girl, and I didn't like her. For whatever reason, I didn't like this girl. So I told the whole class that no one was allowed to speak to this kid. I mean, who the hell did I think I was? But anyway, I did that. And it's embarrassing even sharing this story. But they did listen. And this one kid who was my best friend at the time, she went and she did the right thing by talking to this girl and making her feel comfortable. And I was so angry with her. For me at that time, even though I was just a kid, 6 years old, whatever, I think I was six or seven. For me, I saw that as an act of betrayal. She betrayed me because she went and spoke to this girl. And so I decided that I didn't want to be her friend anymore, and she was out of the group, which was the rest of the class. And I basically told her, it's finished, it's over, this friendship is over. And this is where this is the part that I think has haunted me, guys. She got down on her knees. Oh my God, she got down on her knees and she told me that she was sorry. And I still said it was too late, and I still walked away. Yeah, if I could turn back time, I would go to that little brat that I was and give her a good spanking. Like, but look, this is just what happened, right? Anyway, I've had to do a lot of inner work on that experience, because yeah, it was sitting inside of me, that experience amongst others, things that I was ashamed of. And I had to do some inner work, apologize to this beautiful soul, that was my friend, talk to me back then when I was a child. And but yeah, so we don't realize that we're carrying around energies that keeps us locked in a certain paradigm, I suppose. It stops us from really growing, stops us from really shining our light, because there's shame that that makes us believe that we are not good enough, right? So it's really good to reflect on what's keeping us from truly shining our light. What are we ashamed of? And send love to those areas within us, that feels that way. Anyway, guys, it was just something that came up the other day, of one of the energies that affects our levels of worth. And I thought I would share it with you guys. And I look forward to sharing with you all.